A Chicago artist using photography to transcend barriers and advocate for social justice.
Ken Cook Jr.'s work highlights the strength and beauty of his community, and now he's debuting a new studio. Ken joins us with more. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're so excited. So, okay, let's talk about the west side of Chicago. This is where you grew up. This is the area you're trying to highlight. Amplify unheard voices. How are you using your art, your photography to tell those stories, to do that work?
Well, yeah, so like you said, I was born and raised on the west side of Chicago. And so for me, it's just connecting with people there, giving them an opportunity to tell their stories. Because so many times, like, people come into our community and tell our stories for us. And so through my work, I said, I want to connect with people that live there, let them tell their own stories and capture them authentically through photography.
And I'm sure that takes a lot of trust. It's not so easy to necessarily capture people in an organic moment. Do you have a special way of approaching people or gaining their trust?
Yeah, of course. I don't tell all my secrets. I don't know. But no, honestly, it's being there, living there.
Yes.
And so I've been there my whole life, knowing people from the community, going to events, showing up, and just they're constantly seeing me. And then taking the time to like really sit with people. I mean, I've been on people's couches and just hearing their stories. And from years of stories they've mixed. People's been there 20, 30, 40 years living on the west side. So just no one's ever really come and sat down with them to hear their story. And so I had the opportunity to do that. And people love telling their story. And so through that, there's a comfortability that's built, a relationship that's built, and I'm able to capture them in those intimate spaces that make them feel comfortable.
We're looking at some of these photos right now. I don't know if even just you looking at them, is there a story that pops out in your head as, you know, this is just such a cherished thing that we learned about somebody that is now going to be part of record, part of history?
Yeah, of course. So there's one image that just went by of the kids sitting on the porch. I love that. That's one of my favorite images. And I think more so because of the story behind it. I was able to go to elementary school on the west side, Nash Elementary School, and I was able to take the kids from the community into the community and just take them out with cameras. They had digital cameras, they had film cameras, and we just went around the community, different landmarks on the west side, just to show them there's beauty in their community and kind of just pushing back on some of those negative things that they hear about the west side of Chicago. And so it was like, let's shed some light on the positive, the beauty. And so just the response I got from the kids, like they had a blast taking those pictures. And some of them was like, they've been living on the west side. They were 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And they were like, I've never been to this place before. I didn't even know this existed. So that was, to me, like just taking that kid and showing them somewhere in their community they've never been, and then giving them a tool to capture that was, it's a great moment.
We love that you're paying it forward. Can you take us back to when you were a kid and the first time you picked up a camera? What inspired you to do that?
Okay, well, I didn't pick up a camera until I was an older guy, but my father was a photographer. And so he did a lot of documenting of our family. And so my mom has thousands of photos that my father took before he passed, and just my whole life. And so just seeing those images, and it's crazy, like maybe I'd say like 3 years ago, I just rediscovered those images. And I was just blown away by how much memory is captured in those moments, and just how much story you can tell through a photo. And that really just sparked my interest to pick up a camera on my own, really. And so it was like an influence of my father, but then also just seeing the power of storytelling through photography.
And we should say congratulations. You were named the 2025 Artist in Residency with the Legler Regional Library.
Yeah.
So your work can be seen there at the library, but not only that, you're working now as part of this residency to get the images online, to make a book, to do more things as well.
Yeah. So the residency is a collaboration between DCASE and Chicago Public Library, and it's hosted at Legler Regional Library. And so I'm very excited. It's a great opportunity to be able to engage with the community and just have a space where they know, hey, this is a hub. I'll be there. They can come in and share their stories, make images. I want to be able to document family photos. So I'll have sessions where I'm doing free family photos at the library, so people can come by with their family, and we can document that, because I feel like those are some of the most powerful images that you can make. And it's just, I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to do this, because as an artist, it's the funding. It's hard to be able to fund yourself and be able to make this meaningful work, but through DCASE and Chicago Public Library, obviously they provided an opportunity to alleviate some of that pressure and provide some resources and a space to continue to make work that's meaningful.
Well, Ken, hats off to you. It's well deserved. This is a lot more than just a photograph. I mean, you're a historian as well and a
thank you.
storyteller. Thank you so much for being with us. The Grand Studio opening is January 16th at the Legler Regional Library. For more information, just head to kencookjr.com or find him on Instagram.